drama, whole drama queen in these streets. I just want to make sure
that's great, because that means you're going to show personality on camera, which is what I really need, because some people will be like, yeah, you know, bye. And I'm like, you're on camera.
Right.
You're on camera.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dawg. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now, so I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stabbing, I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands, I deserve another 100 fans. Told them this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the rest.
Hey you guys, it's Melanie Ann Hancock. We are here at Vegan Soul, y'all. You can't see it because I have my little thing.
But it is here.
But it is here. We are at Vegan Soul, y'all. The awesomest of vegan restaurant in Macon, off of Vineville. And this is the restaurant owner, y'all. Go ahead and introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hello. My name is Jessica Mack, owner of Southern Vegan Soul Cafe. Been here and operating for about 5 years now.
Really?
Yeah, this is what I do. And I love to offer the service to the people, especially the community, because they need it. You know?
Right, health food is very, very important. So let's get straight into that. So what made you want to go and open a vegan restaurant? Because, you know, it's trending now, but it wasn't a time ago, right?
That's right.
So what really made you want to go into that?
So basically when I moved here, because I've only been here for 6 years.
Oh, really? In Macon or
in
just?
Macon.
Really?
Yep. In Georgia.
Really? Where are you from before?
So originally I'm from Germany.
What?
Born until my 4th grade and we moved to the stateside.
Okay.
That was in the Army.
Okay.
So I've been all over the place.
Right.
You know what I mean? So fast forward, here in Macon, my sister brought me here and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I realized there was no vegan spots here. There was a vegetarian spot,
but no vegan, no.
No vegan. And you know the big difference between vegetarian and vegan. Mm-hmm. One does dairy and you know, things from an animal, and vegans do
not at all, basically at all.
Yes, nothing with the mother.
Everything is plant-based. Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, so I started actually working with the vegetarian spot here. I started baking for them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So I started just doing cupcakes and cookies for the restaurant, and then my husband at the time was like, you know, you could go into business and maybe more. And I was like, oh, okay, I never thought about it.
Right.
I was a stay-at-home mommy. I was living that life. I was doing hair. Like, I wasn't even thinking about cooking. Like, I wasn't even on that level.
Right.
And so he allowed me to start baking for him, and I said, okay, cool. So I started doing pop-up markets for myself.
Really?
And not just cupcakes and cookies. I was doing cobblers, fresh breads, like legit sweets.
Ooh,
and
sounds good.
Oh yeah,
that sounds really good. She has some over there, y'all. I was looking, I was like, give me a cupcake before I leave. Those look good. Buy me a cupcake.
I think you should. Might be a great idea. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I started doing that, and just people started realizing. I started doing it at my gym.
Oh, really?
Because I was going to the wellness center, and they would allow me to set up shop in there. And it's like, how you gonna sell cupcakes at a gym?
I mean, but they're healthy.
That's exactly why.
Yes,
exactly.
They're healthy. They're
healthier. You know what I mean? So I started that. People started seeing my face at the pop-up markets. Then we got a food truck, and it was going well. And then we got a standalone.
Yeah.
And so we just been blossoming from then.
That's awesome. Because when I come in here, y'all, it's very it's a whole vibe. There's a bunch of paintings on the walls. It is very soulful, like literally a vegan soul cafe. You can feel
that's right.
It has that look and that feel to it. I love it, and the music as well. So, what was the journey of opening up your actual brick and mortar?
So it was a journey in itself, because even though we was doing the food truck and people loved it, it was like, we need to have you more than just once or twice a week. And so to go through the system, you know, the health department and for the zoning. It was a little struggle. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right.
Because one department will say, "Oh, you need to do this," and then I go to that department. "Oh, then you got to do this first." I said, "Listen, can y'all just communicate and tell me what I need to do?" And so, I'll do it if you just be
It's
clear.
that red tape or not talking to you.
Exactamando. So I was like, okay. So I went ahead and did it, and we still had some challenges in the beginning because I've never done this before.
Right.
It wasn't a dream of mine, but I know the service needed to be made.
It really did, especially in Macon. Yes.
People still don't believe it. How you gonna have a vegan restaurant in Macon?
Macon.
I said like this. See?
Yes.
But yeah, so it's a little struggle at the beginning, and it fluctuates with customers and stuff like that, But at the end of the day, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm here for people that want to do a little better for themselves.
I love it. And you're helping people because I feel like in Black community health-wise, we be eating anything, and I'm included because look, yesterday everything. I was like pizza. What else did I eat? I ate something else, y'all.
Yeah.
No, I mixed up. I ate a salad with it.
Look
Pizza
at you.
That's not vegan. That is not vegan though. It was not at all. I was like some pizza salad. I'm doing halfway good.
That's right.
But no.
Baby steps though.
Baby steps. But really, I feel like we gotta watch how we eat because it's really you are what you eat. Like
facts.
Really, really, really are. So let's talk about. I'm wondering. You told me that you grew up in Germany. So when did you start being a vegan?
10 years ago.
Okay. So what made you want to become a vegan?
So basically, I used to be almost 400 pounds.
Oh wow, really?
I was a chunky monkey. I was chunky, and I had already had my son.
Yeah.
And it just hit me one day. I took him to the park because I was a stay-at-home mom, like I said.
Right.
Took him to the park, and I realized how I was just sitting on the bench, telling him to be careful from afar. Don't.
Right.
He was 3. Like he's climbing on. I'm fearful, but why I'm not
helping him or right there.
Right.
Yeah.
And so right then and there, it hit me. And I didn't know about vegan.
Yeah.
Not even barely vegetarian.
Right.
So I just started working out. Like I was going beast.
You look good. You look good. You look really good.
But I just started working out, and then I came across some people that I call my play auntie.
Yeah.
They've been vegan for 20 some odd years.
Woo.
And I'd go to her house and eat. I'm like, you cannot tell me this is vegan.
Right.
It's like too good or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, it's vegan. And she started teaching me, and I'm like, oh. And then I started like trying stuff myself.
Yeah.
Then bring it to family functions. Like that is really good. Like then people started talking like, you should really open a restaurant. I'm like, trying anybody think about no restaurant.
Right. And just try to eat healthy for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the first 100 pounds that I dropped in the first year was just like,
wow.
Okay, maybe I can like do really good at this, like really be better. And so because we had already had the pop-up markets doing sweets, and I had already made the sweets vegan.
Right.
It was a nice little transition to go to the food aspect of it, and people were more willing to try it because it was like, well, her sweet's good, so I'll try it.
Okay, let's get into that though, business-wise. So when you're trying to break into a market, so usually I talk to people who markets are saturated, like MUAs, hairstylists, but there's no one here. So was that a challenge in itself in a different way?
Oh yeah, because the first things first, what is vegan?
Right. What is right?
Right, and then after you tell them, they're like, well, what can you eat?
Right.
And so just expanding their mind on what that really looks like it has been a journey. And it's all different races, it's no particular color or whatever. It's just a beautiful thing to realize, okay, so everything that comes from the ground can be used for our benefits.
Yes.
And we can make it taste really, really good. Because if you think about, when you cook your pig or your cow, I've been trying to do better calling it what it is.
It is. When you say it like that, I'm like, oh.
Right, it sounds nasty.
A pig.
Right?
Okay. You said it so blunt. I'm like,
because you don't think about it.
Right.
We're so disconnected from our food that we don't even get hot dogs, and we don't think.
Well, I don't eat hot dogs. I don't eat hot dogs.
Have you seen?
I have. It's disgusting. No, even I don't care if it's all beef. No, it's disgusting. Oh, that is one thing I will never refuse to eat. That and like some other minced meat, like those.
And I used to kill some hot dogs.
I used to kill Vienna sausage when I was younger. Then I grew up with like some crackers, and I grew up. I was like, oh god.
Now that I know, I'm like, oh, the Most High kept me and kept my insides decent because I ate them. I say, and I still say this: if I can go vegan, anybody can.
Right.
Because I was raised in Germany. I've been in Louisiana. I've been in Kentucky. I've been in
you've been around
Carolina.
good
I've been food. You hear me? So
Yeah.
I done ate possum, alligator, squirrel, turtle. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So if I can go vegan,
Anybody can.
anybody can. And I think that's the one benefit that I take in the kitchen with me.
Right.
Because even though I don't eat those things now and I haven't had them for years, I remember flavors.
Yeah, right.
And I remember textures. I'm a big texture person.
Yes, that is
With my
one
hands
thing.
and with my mouth, of course. So I'm just like, oh, this feels like that'll be. And so when I go out with people, like when I'm in dating, they're like, how do you feel when somebody has a big old steak in front of you? I'm like, that's what they're putting in there. I'm not eating it.
Right.
So I'm never the person to push veganism on you. You do what's best for your body. And I'm just doing what I think is best for mine.
I feel that,
You see what I'm saying? Because that makes vegans look bad a lot of times.
Yeah, because that is a stigma when it comes to people who are vegetarians / vegans, or pescatarians. People are like, oh, I don't want to eat this around them because it's gonna be a thing,
And I really don't mind because I'm the one because I'm a scientist in my head. I'm like, so what does that feel in your mouth? Like, I'll be really trying to what's the texture like after you swallow it? What's the aftertaste? Like, I'm thinking, like, I'm asking those questions, and it's weird.
But it helps you. Yeah, it helps you.
It does help me, and so that I can create an alternative. So when people try to go on this journey, it makes it a little easier every time. Every meal seems a little easier because like you still getting the flavor and the texture, and that's all really our psyche.
That's all we need. Yeah, exactly. We don't need the actual. So that's that flavor and texture.
Right.
That's what most people are seeking. Is okay. Can it imitate it well? I'll eat it. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So what's your like favorite food that you make when vegan?
I'm gonna go with what's on my menu and then what I eat.
Okay.
Usually at home. So on my menu are chicken.
Chicken. What do you make that? I'm curious. I don't know if it's like a secret sauce or something like that.
No. It's not. We use jackfruit.
Okay.
And
I love jackfruit.
See?
Yeah.
Have you had the pulled barbecue?
I have. Yeah. My husband's actually half Asian, so they eat jackfruit all the time. I didn't know you can make it into actual savory flavors, and I have had it.
Yeah. So that is one of like our main thingies that we usually can convince people to try other things.
The texture is crazy. It's like it does mimic like meat. It's crazy.
Like dark meat. When you bite into it. So that's one of the things that we do. But for me, I love mushrooms.
Ooh.
I use mushrooms in a lot of different things.
Really?
And I imitate it as like my meatballs that I make at the house. I used to actually offer it on my food truck. But it is time consuming, I ain't gonna lie. It's a long process. I'm like, I can't do it for the restaurant. But like mushrooms are, and then vitamin D because our people, black people, we lack vitamin D because we don't like to be outside. You know what I mean?
Yep, very much so. Yep.
So it's like the more I can incorporate that with a lot of stuff, we'll get.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. I want to make some. One time I'll try to make some fake chicken wings with some of these these big mushrooms. I forgot what I saw Tabitha. What's her name? Tabitha
Brown.
Yeah, she made them. I was like, I didn't come out right. I was like, maybe if you made them, they would have came out a lot better.
Yeah, what did you use? The portobello, the big one?
Yeah, that's the one, the big, Yeah, I tried. It didn't come out as well because I didn't have all the ingredients. So also it's another question because I noticed that you guys have a lot of different ingredients to really bring about the texture and the flavor. So is that important? Like if somebody's at home, you need different types of ingredients.
Now a lot of, at least when we're trying to imitate meat substitutes, spices is everything. Right,
that's what I was thinking as well. Yeah,
spices everything. Like I go to the farmers market in Decatur.
Really?
For my spices.
Godly. Okay.
That's how important to me because at Kroger they have the staple garlic, onion, like the regular stuff.
Right.
Household, but when you go to an actual farmers market where the whole wall is nothing but spices.
Wow.
When I talk about inspiration, that's when you get inspired. When I was just a stay-at-home mom, I would let the children pick out one new fruit, one new vegetable that we never even tried.
That's a good idea.
And that's a good start. Just to build up your repertoire of fruits and veggies.
Right, and get them used to eating it because a lot of kids these days, all they want is chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets, they don't, they don't like the flavor of vegetables. Because I have little cousins like that. I'm like, no, you ain't getting up chicken nuggets and ranch. You getting something else. Maybe carrots and ranch or something. I don't know.
Right.
Carrots and ranch. It is though. People got to get used to it. I love actually carrots and ranch and some other, vegetables. But that's just me though. So let's talk about what do you think is a trending health topic? Because you were talking with a customer and I overheard you guys talking about sea moss. So what do you think is the next trending thing that's going to be for health food?
That's a great question. Because sea moss is well known now. It's like when we start, people are like, that don't sound right, and then
my husband has it. He puts it in his drinks. I tried it, but then I put too much, and you know how that tasted. Yeah, I was like, you know how that went already. It was like, it tastes like the sea here and here, but
right. Well, we're bringing in another young lady to bring our sea moss, and she has different flavors. Before you leave, be sure to get a sample.
Yeah.
So it's still, the texture is weird to me, but like the other day I used the strawberry and I put it on my biscuit, and it tastes like strawberry jam. Like you couldn't even taste what you're getting, those nutrients, and that's the most important thing. As far as what is to come in the future, I don't know. Soursop was the thing. It kind of got a little cloud, and then it kind of simmered down a little bit.
Right.
So it's just like the more I explore, the more I can see the trend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, I go to the farmer's market just to get something new, and then I Google it. Like, oh, that's good for that. And then I try to mask it, taste it first raw, which sometimes it's like, that is not good.
You need to do something with that before you
gotta do something with that. But it's fun because once you see how dense it is in nutrients, it makes it easier, it makes it more fun to try to disguise it into things so people can still get what they need and not necessarily have to deal with like, I'm gonna eat it just because it's healthy.
That's me. I will tell the truth. Because I used to not eat healthy, and then I started eating more healthy. But the things that I thought really didn't taste good back then are actually taste normal to me. So I think also people just need to really get used to the fact of just having a different type of palate as well. Because we're so used to fried foods and brown foods. Yep. So I really think it's important to just also get used to the fact that this is how God made the food. It's kind of supposed to eat it like that. But I'm glad that you also make it a transition thing, because people, you know how it's like going off of cigarettes. You can't just have someone go off cigarettes. You got to do transition.
Exactly. And that's why I encourage people, because I know there's some people that go straight to veganism from eating. That wasn't my story. You hear me?
Right.
That wasn't my story. I started eating healthier, what I thought was healthier, and then I went vegetarian, 1 meal a day, just vegetarian, and then I increased it 2 days, 3 days, and then while I was the whole week vegetarian, then I did 1 meal vegan, everything else, and it kept going. So it took about 6 months to go completely vegan.
Really?
But it helped me be like, okay, this is what it is. This is what I do now. Right. It's not a diet.
I like that.
And I don't even like to
it's a lifestyle.
Because
people, psychologically wise, people, when they say diet, they think, okay, I'm going to get off of this eventually. And when it comes to anything healthy, you got to make it a lifestyle thing. So I understand. I like that. Okay. So she went and told me, y'all, she's going to get a food truck. Oh my God, so she could be on the road.
That's right.
So what's going on with that?
So, we had one.
You did say that.
Truck, and it got stolen from our backyard.
What? No.
Yeah, my feelings was hurt. A tear came out of this eye. But I said, you know what? All things happen for a reason. Whatever that reason is, I don't know it right now. Right. But the reason is, I see right now is he wanted bigger and better for me. Yeah. So the one that I'm supposed to be getting, hopefully later on this week, is definitely 2 times as big. Dang. Brand new, like new appliances and everything. The old one was literally just an empty trailer that my husband at the time cut the door open so we can open the door. Yeah. We put things in it with manual labor.
I like how you just made it happen though. Yeah. You made it happen even though it wasn't conventional. You still made it happen. Oh, yeah.
Because people needed it. And it's probably the Virgo in me and just the people that my parents. It's just like, if I know there's a need and I can help, I'm putting my hands to the plow.
I love that though, but you need that as an entrepreneur to like keep going. So before we close out, what is something that you think as an entrepreneur is fundamental to have to be successful? Not just, of course, you need a brick and mortar, you need an LLC, right. But like, character wise.
Passion. 100%. When I say, because there's a lot of people that started after me because they saw the success, but they did it for the success. They didn't do it because of the passion.
I've heard so many people say that when I do interviews. They say you gotta love what you do, because there are times when there's hard times, and if it's not, there's no success, why are you doing it? Yeah. You gotta push through those times. That's the passion part of it. I love that. No, and I try to tell people every day, like, do something you love, because when it comes down to it and you're not seeing, the fruition of the outcome and it's not coming
like, Okay, next.
Exactly. I've seen so many people do that. It's the passion part. Okay, it was great talking to you. I could talk to her all day. I love your vibe.
My new best friend.
Yes, I do love your vibe. It really came out in your whole store, and I want everybody to come here to come see you because she's so sweet, y'all. She's so sweet. Tell them where your address is.
For sure. Our address is 3348 Vineville Avenue. It's literally right in a little plaza called Vineville North.
Yes.
And you'll see our little signs of the Vegan Soul Cafe. And we actually do have a drive-through as well.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, you can just pull up to the right of the building and order, or you can call ahead and just pull up to the drive-through to pick it up. We just want you to get this good food in your system, and we're going to do what it takes.
I love it. Okay, so tell them before the time runs out, how can they reach you on social media?
So we are, unfortunately, my Facebook page got hacked.
Oh, no.
So I had to create another one. So go to the new page, Southern Vegan Soul Cafe, Macon. You'll see the other one that just says Southern Vegan Soul Cafe.
Okay.
Where it has everybody on it. But now, come to Southern Vegan Soul Cafe, Macon. And on Instagram, it's just Southern Vegan Soul Cafe with the underscore between each line.
Okay, y'all. You guys support the homie. Reach out to her.
Yes.
And also, if you want some advice on how to start a business like this, reach out to her. She's very nice. I'm really sure that she would go ahead and be like, hey, this is what I did, and this is what I did. That didn't work as well.
Right.
Stop it. All right, y'all, that's basically the cue. That is about to end, y'all. But you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And thank you so much for coming on In the Mix with Mel. I'm going to do a follow-up when you get your food truck.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm going to do a follow-up. That's really awesome. And I'm about to get a cupcake, y'all. I'm about to buy one. All right, until next time, guys. Peace out.